welcome back to my channel. Today is a very special day. It's my birthday, and this is my birthday makeup. I am so excited because I had no idea what I was going to do today, and I love how this turned out, and yeah, I'm just super excited. So today is my birthday. It is Thursday, September 15th, and this video will be going up tomorrow on Friday. So today I just spent my birthday at home. I made some slutty brownies. They are in the refrigerator right now. I'm absolutely obsessed with those like tasty videos on Facebook. I have so many saved and like hoarded so that I can go back when I want to eat some junk food and find whatever. And then besides that, I've just been hanging around. I like took my time today, like took a shower, did a mask, put on tanner, did my nails, just kind of pampered myself. And which is crazy because I work every single day, and I work from like 9 o'clock in the morning until probably 10 or 11 at night. It's just like this thing where I just can't stop working. So it was nice to just kind of take the day, relax, watch a couple of episodes of Grey's, and just unwind a little. So I did that, going out to dinner tonight with my girlfriends, and then this past weekend my boyfriend, my amazing, lovely boyfriend Mike, remembered that last year around this time I was single, and I really wanted to go to this place called Adirondack Extreme. It's like a treetop adventure park where you like go on obstacle courses up in the trees, and you have zip lines and stuff like that, and I just really wanted to go, but it's 3.5 hours from where I live, so I couldn't find anyone to go with me. None of my friends were really that outdoorsy, and they also don't want to travel 3.5 hours, with 7 hours round trip to go do something like that. So he remembered that I had talked about it like back when we first started hanging out in October last year, and so he was like, we're doing a surprise for your birthday, I'm not telling you what it is. And I didn't know until we were on the road and I saw signs for Lake George, and I was like, oh my god, are we going to Adirondack Extreme right now? And he's like, yes. So it was an absolute blast. I'm going to post some videos, like maybe 1 or 2 videos and a picture from the trip there on my Instagram, so you can go over there and check it out if you want to see what it's like. Thank you so much, Mike, if you're actually watching my video. I love you so much. You're the greatest boyfriend in the whole world. If you are also a Virgo, happy birthday, and leave me a comment if you are also a Virgo, or if you are my birthday twin. I absolutely love that. I remember growing up and finding out that someone else had the same birthday as me was just like the most incredible thing, and I still love it. I love to know that other people have the same birthday as me. I was born September 15th, 1990, so if you have the same exact birthday as me, definitely let me know, because that is super cool. And tell me where you were born. But without further ado, let's get right into the birthday makeup. Okay, 26, baby, let's do this. So of course I'm starting out with brows today. I will be using my Anastasia Dipbrow in the shade Blonde, just to fill in any of these like empty spaces I've got going on here. Now that I've applied some of that to the sparse areas, I'm going to go over the entire brow with my brow palette, and I love to use the shade Taupe. So tonight I'm going out to dinner with my girlfriends. We're going to my favorite restaurant here in town. It's called The Hollywood, and I'm getting lasagna, and they just have the best sauce ever, and the bread, I go there for the bread, honestly. It's just like the fluffiest, most luxurious, pillow soft bread you could ever have in your life, and I'll have them bring multiple baskets, and usually I ask them to take some home, and they will literally bring it in the bag that it comes in, like an entire loaf, and let me take it home. But I'm gonna try my hardest not to do that tonight. I'm just gonna get as much in as I can at dinner, and then get right back on my diet tomorrow. Seriously, eat that bread all day long. But we're going out to dinner, so I need to slay these brows. I feel like some days I have good brow days, other days they're just, nothing wants to happen with them. So let's cross our fingers here and pray that today is a good brow day. And it's so weird because my brows look so different in person than they do in the monitor. In the monitor they look so much more sparse. Like there's so many more areas that aren't covered, so it's so hard for me. I just have to keep looking back and forth to like make sure, because it still looks like I have a freaking hole right there. So frustrating. Like, why can't I just have full Kylie brows? So in this inner part, I'm just going a little bit softer and flicking my brush upward to deposit a little bit of color, but not too much so that it looks like blocky on the inside. Brows are mad work, man. For people who do not need to fill them in, more power to you, because I wish I had that problem. Can never get them to look the way I want them to. This one spot, though, is playing me. And of course, now that I've pointed that out to you guys, that's all you'll be able to see when you watch my videos from now on, so you're welcome for that. Okay, we're calling a Hail Mary here. I'm going to go in with the brow wax from the kit and see if I can get that to cover up this spot. And all this spot is, it's a scar from acne. It's so annoying. And the hair just never grew back. I swear by this point this could be 100 layers of brows challenge. I'm gonna have to rename this video from my birthday makeup to my brow struggle. The brow struggle saga. Every day of my life. Alright, so that seemed to work, I guess. Yeah, it doesn't look bad, right? It looks pretty good. One of my friends is getting microblading done though, like next month, and I'm gonna go with her to see what it looks like. And that might be a possibility in the future for my little empty spots. We will see. Now I'm gonna carve those babies out using my concealer like I do every day. You should do it. If you don't do it, you should try it, because it just takes them from here to here. The other thing that I hate about doing my brows on camera is that it has taken me 13 minutes and 38 seconds just to do my eyebrows, and my camera likes to overheat at 20 minutes of filming, and then I need to wait 20 minutes to start filming again. It's gonna be a long day. Okay, so I'm finally done with the brows. Now let's go in with the rest of the face, just because I want to cover up this bad boy. I don't want to look at it this whole time. So I'm going to start out with my primer, and as always, when I want glowy, lovely, luxurious skin, I like to use the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. This is my #1 favorite foundation of all time for glowy skin. My favorite foundation of all time for pores, of course, is the Benefit Professional. I don't know why it is, but every time I apply my primer, I always tilt my head back like this, like it's gonna fall off my face or something. Of course, I'm going to use all of my favorite products today, so I'm using my favorite foundations. These have been my favorite since they came out. I ordered it as soon as it came out, and it has replaced all the rest of my foundations as the top #1 favorite foundation, and it is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea foundation. So I am kind of in between these two colors. I just put self tanner on today, so my neck is a little bit darker. You know, everything else is darker than my face. So what I want to do is match that, and this one is obviously too light. It matches like my face right now. So we're gonna mix these two bad boys together. And I'm going to apply that using my Morphe M439 buffing brush. I still haven't learned the names of these brushes. I literally use them every day and I still don't know the names of them. I always have to look at the handle. So I'm just going to dot the darker one along my face and dump it over. Well, good thing it wasn't completely full. And this darker shade that I'm using is called Tan Sand, for those wondering. I don't know, people have been asking in my comment section what shade of MAC that my foundations would translate over to, and honestly I'm not sure. I've used a MAC foundation one time, and it was the waterproof foundation that they came out with like 2 summers ago. So I honestly have no idea. I don't even use their concealer anymore either, because I switched over to the Urban Decay. So I'm sorry if I can't answer that question for you guys, but I have no idea. And then the lighter color that I'm going in with is called Light Medium Neutral. And I'm not being strategic with this at all. I'm just like kind of placing it where there's space. And I'm just going to mix it all together. I do like this little dropper idea though, it's pretty cool. And all these people, I mean, I'm on Instagram too, but all these people on Instagram, when they apply their contour and highlight, I feel like they're all so perfect and pristine before they start blending, and mine is just like a total mess because I really don't care. I should probably care a little more, but I don't. And I'm just going to start buffing this into my skin in circular motions and kind of patting it a little bit too. I'm not pushing down really hard because I want the coverage to stay where I place it. So like I was saying before, my camera likes to overheat on me, and it just did that, but before I let it take its 20 minutes, I want to apply my contour just so that I can apply that before my makeup sets. So for contour today, of course I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Light Cream Contour Kit, and I like to use this darkest shade to contour with, and I mix it with the Farsali Rose Gold Elixir Drops, because it just makes it smoother and everything blends in a lot nicer. So I guess I really haven't shown what these drops look like. So this is a bottle, I think this is the large bottle. I don't remember exactly what size I got, but it has gold flakes in it, and you just shake it up and then the gold flakes will be in the dropper. And then I just apply like 3 drops to it and then apply it to my face. This is also really good for moisturizing your skin before applying makeup. You can also mix it in with your foundations to make them less coverage or more dewy, and it's just an amazing product. I cannot live without it. I use it every day that I wear makeup. Okay, I'm going to use this rose gold oval brush just to apply that, because it'll look a little nicer. Okay, so I'm going to do a little stripe right here. I probably one above it just so that I've got a little bit extra color. Both sides, and then I'm also going to go across my forehead. That doesn't look nice, it looks messy as shit, but that's okay. And just one more. And then down the sides of my nose. I love and also hate contouring my nose because I feel like I never really get it right, but then I also feel like it makes a huge difference. Does that make sense? I feel like it's just a pain in the ass to do it. Like, why can't I just have a tiny nose? Why? And then, of course, I like to buff that all out again with the same buffing brush, or you can use Damp Beauty Blender. So as you can see, this contour is very subtle because I used a small amount of product. If you want it to be more dramatic, I would suggest using more product. And I just like to lightly buff it in circular motions, and it blends in really well. I don't have to worry about streaking or my makeup underneath coming off. So it's just a really great product, especially if you are doing a daytime look. I would just skip the powder contour afterward and just go with this, and then you're good to go. It looks nice and natural and everything's blended well. You don't have to worry about being super careful with it like you do with powders. Now that I've got all of that blended out, I want to go back to the eyes because I'm using some dramatic colors today, and just in case anything falls under my eyes, I would like to have that happen before I apply my concealer. I'm still trying to decide what I want to do with my eyes. I know I want to use like a burgundy red color like my nails. It'll probably be lighter than that, but I don't know if I want to put a burgundy shimmer on my lids or if I want it to be an all matte burgundy smoky eye because I'm using glitter gold accents. I feel like because it's my birthday, it's go home, go big or go home. So I think I'm gonna do shimmer and glitter. Okay, I don't have a base shadow today. I didn't pull that out with my stuff, so I'm just going to use my setting powder, the Mercier translucent setting powder, to go over my eyes so that everything else that I put in the crease blends out nicely. Dirty brushes. This is like the quickest way for me to like kind of clean off a brush. As long as this doesn't have like a super dark color or black on it, I can usually just get away with doing this. So I will be applying that powder to my lid using the Morphe E22. Around my crease, I'm not really going onto my lid because I want to preserve the stickiness of my lid for the shimmer colors, but I'll probably apply a base under that anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm super excited about this. I feel like I never talk in my videos anymore. I'm just like this, and done. So let me know if you guys like it that I talk in the videos, and if you just want me to be like straight and to the point, because I would love to know that. So I think I'm going to use these two palettes. I've been stuck on using this one, which you guys will see. You guys haven't seen it yet. Oh wait, no, you have seen it in the Ariana Grande video. But I've recorded the only two Halloween tutorials that I've already recorded for you guys. I've used this palette, so be ready for that. Okay, so I'm going to use this palette. It's Masquerade palette by Juvia's Place, and I will also be using the Hidden Treasure palette from Dose of Colors. I know that this one was limited edition, so it's probably not available anymore, but there are so many colors out there that you can use to substitute for the colors that I'm showing you in here, so don't worry about that. So the first color I want to go into my crease with is called Locket, and this is from the Hidden Treasure palette. It's just a warm light brown color, so it looks slightly orange, but that's just because it has a warm tone to it. And we're going for a warm toned look today, so it's just perfect. And I'm going in with the same Morphe brush that I used to lay my base color / translucent powder down with, so I'm just running it back and forth in my crease, making sure to blend out any harsh edges. And as you can see, I don't press super hard when I'm blending out my eyeshadow. I let the brush do the work. Just because if you're pressing hard, you're pulling on your skin and you can cause wrinkles by doing that. So you want to be really gentle, and you don't want to move around the makeup too much. You just want to blend it and lay it in layers so that it all just kind of flows together. Now I want to start building up that cranberry crease. So I am going to go in with the shade Ada, which is just a matte, like brownish red shade. And to apply that, I'm going to use this brush from this company called Cosmetics. I just really like how this one buffs the color into the crease and keeps it low. So when applying dark shadows, I like to start with less and build up to more, because you can always add more. It's harder to try and take it away than it is to add it. So I tap my brush off, just have a bit on the tip here, and then I'll start pressing it right into my crease, keeping it low. I want this look to be pretty blown out, so I'm also bringing that into the inner corner. Usually when I do a smoky eye, I won't bring it in as far, but like I said, I want this to be dramatic because it is my birthday makeup, so we are going all out today, guys. The pigmentation on these eyeshadows is just mind-blowing. It really, really is. And the size of the pans are gigantic. That's why I think that this palette right here that I'm using is actually sold out at the moment. But I know that she makes other ones, and she's probably going to bring this one back. So you could use similar shades or like a different palette or whatever, and They're just, I could cry. These palettes are so amazing for the price. So once I feel like most of the product is off the brush, I start to swirl it in circular motions and bring it up just a little higher to blend out that edge, but also place just a little wash of color. Just because I have like kind of deeper eye sockets, so when I have my lashes and everything on, I want it to still show in my crease. And then since I feel like it's not completely blended, I like to go back in with my original blending brush, or you can even go in with a clean one and just clean up the edges. And like I said, again, using a very soft hand. I think I want to go in with a dark brown in the outer part of my crease. So for that, I will be using the shade Key. Okay, so I like what that depth looks like. So I'm going to leave that there and go ahead and go over to the other eye. Okay, so now I want to darken up my outer lid just a little bit more and a little bit lower, and of course, birthday makeup, so dramatic. So I'm actually going to be using black today. I never use black eyeshadow anymore, but I'm going to use the shade Onyx right here, and this one is a super pigmented black, and what's the perfect brush for this? I'm going to pack it on using this tight little tiny brush here, and then I'm going to blend out the edges with my little blending, like under the eye blending brush, just so that I make sure that I'm not going too high up. I always have that issue and I always end up covering up the colors that I already have, so I'm going to try to be really careful today. Okay, so I'm only applying it that high up. As you can see, it's not completely in my crease, and then I'm going to blend the edges into that brown with this. I'm like a little old man bark. You're only 3. You're not even 3. Why do you sound like an old man, huh? Whoa, whoa. Those damn kids outside. Those damn kids.
Happy half of your birthday present.
Oh my god, this is awesome. This is like the best.
The other one isn't gonna come till the end of the month, I guess. I looked at the shipping. It said like the last week of September or the first week in October, so.
Okay. Nice.
I mean, it's cool though, so.
That's what my roommate got me for my birthday.
I'm actually excited.
She knows me
that.
so well. Now I'm applying the Beauty Bakery Sherbet Bar Ice Cream Cream Eyeshadow, and I'm applying that with my finger to the middle 2/3 of my lid, just to create that sticky base again for my shadows to stick to. Now I'm going over that with the shade Calabar. Then I'm going to go over the center of my lid with the shade Ruby, just because I couldn't decide between these two shades what I wanted on my lid, so I'm just going to use both. You absolutely do not need to do this, but this is just what I want to do today. Now I'm going to apply a wing using the LA Splash Architect eyeliner, and I just like to use this first because it kind of helps me map out the perfect wing, and then I will go over it because I want super matte black eyeliner today, and this one does not get me there, but this one gives me the like stencil to work from. So after that, I will be going over it with the Morphe gel liner in Slate. So like I said, I'm going to be using a gold glitter today. I think for that I want to do an accent wing above my wing, and then I'll just apply some to the inner corner. So before I move on with the rest of my makeup, I'm going to go ahead and apply that to the top of my wing. The glitter I will be using today is from Violet Voss Cosmetics. This shade is called Noel. If you watched any of my other videos using glitter, for the most part, I use this color. This is my favorite glitter of all time. It was limited edition, unfortunately, but they have plenty of other colors that are very similar to this. I think one is called... I can't remember what it's called, but I will link it down below for you guys. It's very similar to this one. That's the easiest time I've ever had applying a glitter eyeliner right now. Like one that's not strictly an eyeliner already, one that I mix. The gods are looking down upon me today. Okay, now it's time to conceal and highlight. So I'm going to start out by correcting my dark circles using the Peach Corrector by Urban Decay. And I am blending that out using my damp beauty blender sponge. Now I'm going to go ahead and highlight the center of my face as well as conceal under my eyes, just like I do in every single video that you guys watch. And I know it probably gets old because I don't switch out my products, but this is one product I cannot stop using. So I'm going to highlight under my eyes in a triangular pattern and then highlight the center of my forehead, down the bridge of my nose, and on my chin. The reason why I do this is because if I just do it under my eyes, it looks off balance. So as long as you kind of disperse it throughout the center of your face, it makes it all come together and looks more cohesive at the end of your look. In this Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, when I'm wearing this shade of foundation, I like to use medium light neutral. If I am the lighter shade, then I go with light warm. Now I'm going to set everything in place with my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, and then I'm going to go ahead and bake. I haven't baked in a very long time, but I really want my makeup to last all night long and look flawless, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. To apply a thick layer of powder in order to bake today, I will be using one of these oval brushes. While my face is baking, I'm going to go ahead and work on the rest of my eye makeup. So first of all, I am going to apply this 24/7 Velvet Eye Pencil by Urban Decay in the shade Black Velvet in my upper and lower waterlines. And then I want to go ahead and smoke out that bottom edge, so I'm going to go in with the original shades I used in my crease, and those are Ada and Zulu, and then I will probably darken that just a little bit more with that key shade from the Hidden Treasure palette. I always like to apply shadow to my lower lash line using a flat shader brush, so for that I really love using the Morphe M432. Off camera I went ahead and applied my mascara and my brow bone and inner corner highlight. For the highlight I used my Dose of Colors Ideal Duo in Pixie Dust. And now I want to apply the glitter accent to the inside of my eye. For lashes today, I'll be using the Nubounsom Russian Black lashes. These are the most dramatic lashes I have that are also like the fluffiest, and I just absolutely love these ones. Now I'm going to go ahead and bronze up my skin as usual like I do with the Makeup Forever Pro Bronze Fusion in the shade M30 using my MAC 135 brush. For blush today, I'm going to use the good old Milani Luminoso, and I will be applying it with this Zoeva blush brush. And now for highlight, lately my favorite way to highlight my face has been to use the shade Giza and Daya from this palette. And as always, I apply my highlighter using my Morphe M501 brush. For lips today, I'm going to keep it pretty simple. I will be using Dolce by Anastasia Beverly Hills. This one is a little bit more of a coral tint to it, so it plays off of the oranges and the reds. Usually if I'm going for a nude pink lip, I use Crush, I believe, and this is the comparison of the two colors. So as you can see, this one has a little bit more of a peachy color to it. So I'll be applying that, and then I'm going to go over it, of course, with Skinny Dip Lip Topper by Jouer. Right. And I'm just patting it dry with my finger because I saw that that's what Kylie does with her liquid lipsticks, and it makes them stay on so much better. I love this stuff so much. It smells like cake. I just want to eat it. Okay, so that is it for my birthday makeup today, guys. I hope you liked this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you do, and subscribe for more. I absolutely can't wait to go out and go to dinner with my girls tonight. It's going to be so nice. And then eat some slutty brownies later that I made this morning. They're going to be so good. But I hope you guys all have a fantastic weekend, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!